What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Shani, and welcome back to the Women's Palacè. So, today we're going to talk about it is in God's best interest that you succeed, okay? Because actually, Dr. Miles Monroe had put this into my mind about how we're basically, we know we God's creations, right? But the way he had me to think about it changed my life on how I look at it. Because most of the time we feel like, oh, God doesn't want us successful. He wants us to live in poverty. We have these feelings because of what we're currently in or the things that we are facing, not realizing God wants you to actually succeed. He wants you to succeed probably more than you want to succeed because you are his product. This is how he put it into my mind. You know how we have companies out here and they have their products or whatever, and inside they have the manufacturer, they have the warranty, and they basically, we're gonna be honest, we don't read that stuff. We be using products and we don't even know, we don't even use the whole full function of a product because we never read it. We just want it for what we want it for. It's so many things on our phones, iPhones, Androids, that we don't even know exist, but because we haven't read the manufacturer. Right? But they also, most of the time, these people have warranties. If this does not work, send it back to us because that's their name. That's their brand. We are God's products. We are God's brand. God says, I made you in my image. So this is his name. Send it back to me for free because this is my brand. And I'm going to protect my brand. So I'm going to send you back out something that worked, right? So our manual is the Bible. And our warranty is, God says, come back to me. I'll wash you, get you white as snow, get you back functioning in the way I created you, and I'm gonna put you back in front of the people so they can see that when I say my product works, oh, it works. It's a lot of people out here that's dysfunctioning, not functioning correctly, have a malfunction, all type of stuff because they're just living all type of stuff. They don't know that the manufacturer said you can get a warranty. If it's not working, send it back. Now, in reality, in reality, we will send that thing back fast because we want it to work. So why won't we do that with ourselves? When we're not functioning correctly, when we're living in fear, when we're living in things that God never created us to live in, why don't we send ourselves back to the manufacturer? You know, maybe because it's easier in reality to send it back and then just get a ship back. But in hindsight, when it comes to God, you're in that process. Think about that product inside that box. You are the product. You're going to go back. It's going to take you a while to get shipped back. Then the manufacturer has to look at you. What's going on? What's wrong? We got to refurbish it. We got to do what we got to do. And guess what? Then I send it back. Then I'm going to send you back into the world and I'm going to allow my glory to be shined through you. But see, when you realize and think of it this way, then you will understand that God is more on your side. I have plans to prosper you and not to harm you. But the fact that we go through certain things, we think that God is, he's not on my side and he don't want me to succeed when you are his product. You are his brand. You don't play about his name. And that's one thing God is making me realize, the fact that I put my name above myself. You have to know that I don't play about my name. I don't play about who I am, who I say I am. I'm not a man that I can lie. If I said that you are the head and not the tail, if I said certain things in this manual, which is the Bible, that majority of the world don't read, because when we think about it, we don't even meet the manufacturer when we get products. It's just a habit that has been programmed probably. We don't even realize the functions we have. And then when we see somebody else functioning at a rate that every product have, we get, how they doing that? Well, you have that same function too. You just haven't discovered that. Or you're in a malfunction. You're not functioning correctly. You're not reading your manual to understand what it is, the functions that God have given you so you can be able to move inside this land. So when we start to think of things on this level, we'll realize, hey, God wants me to win more than I want to win myself because I'm a product of God. And God, when he stamps your name on him, it's a guarantee. The fact that you're in this world, God knew that you could succeed. But see, in this world, you have a chance of malfunctioning. You have a chance to be corrupted. But even then, God is like, run me my product back. Get some alone time with me. Let me fix you. Put you on a surgery table. Let me go ahead and fix up what needs fixing. But I need you to get in a secret place. I need you to understand and take that process of coming back to the manufacturer, coming back to the factory. I hope this makes sense, because when he told me that, it changed my mind, because we get so caught up on the process of being fixed or refurbished, or getting back to the point of where God destined us to be, that we just think God is not for us, when it's like, baby, God bet money on you. God sent his son for you. So the fact that you even think like that shows that you're not functioning correctly. Because when you sit here and you think that God sent his only son, Jesus had to go through so much just to get you back to a point where you can come back to the manufacturer. What do you mean he doesn't want you to win? Oh, because it doesn't look like how the world is. The world, the microwavable, just pop you in the ship you back, and then you get another one the next week, expedited shipping for 1 to 2 day. You are the product, which means you gotta go back. And depending on what's wrong with you, it may take longer than what it took the other person. Because guess what? Every product wasn't built the same. God has a creation. He created you to be who you are, not who somebody else's is. So what your problem is may not be somebody else's problem. So if that person probably took what, a couple weeks to get fixed and back into the right functioning God has destined them to be, doesn't mean yours is going to take 2 weeks. See, when God is teaching me to stay in my lane. Because so many times we can get distracted on, well, they only been walking with God for this long and they blew up and they did okay. That ain't got nothing to do with you. You are something different. God doesn't create the same product. You are his product, but what product are you? Are you the hands? Are you the feet? Are you the eyes? So when you realize this, God wants you to be successful. You'll stop having this mindset of woe is me, and understand that you are in a process of being fixed and free at that. That warranty is free. God has his stamp on you. So you are going to succeed for his name's sake, not for you, but for his name's sake. So he can show the world that he mean what he say. That he mean business when he say his product will work. That he mean business when his thing in that Bible is going to be fulfilled. So you also got to get in your manual, because you got to understand your functions. Like Dr. Miles Monroe was saying, you can't be mad at somebody else that they found out all the functions they have when you got the same book. We all got the same 24 hours. Get in your book. What is my functions? What can I do? Who does my manufacturer say I am? Because he made me. He made me. He know what he put inside of me. He know how I work, regardless if I think I work like that or not, if I don't. He is my manufacturer. I'm just the product. I am just the creation. And at the end of the day, it's in the manufacturer's best interest that his product succeeds, because he's not a liar. He's not a liar. Now, if people don't want to be sent back, just like with any product, then that's your decision. But that doesn't mean the product doesn't work. It means that you don't want to take the time to be able to you don't want to take the time to fix what you have broken. Because in all hindsight, we came into this world perfect. We came exactly how God destined us to be, but the world has corrupted us. The world has malfunctioned a lot of people, and then made it a trend to live in malfunction, to live in a trend of being everything less than what God has created us to be. God is like, I can guarantee you, but it's all on you. You're gonna be the product that works at 1,000%. Understand, it is in God's best interest that you succeed. God wants you to succeed more than you want to succeed. God's name is on you. You are his creation. You are his product. And he bet on you. He gave up his son for you just so he can show you, hey, I mean what I say. I mean business when I say what I say that my product can do. But are you willing to go through the process of being fixed, of being molded back into who I created you to be, because you went into this world of malfunction? He wants you to succeed. But he also not going to put you back. He also not going to allow you to go in front of people representing his name looking like a fool. So you got to go through the process. All right? So go out and be a light in this dark world.